We're back in this thing again, y'all. It's episode 20. The Division Podcast.
How
back. Y'all doing, America? Live from the downtown studios of AOC here in Lafayette.
We in the building.
Episode 20, y'all. Feeling good. I'm Ryan G, your moderator with the usual suspects.
I'm Mr. Taylor.
And I'm Reggie F. Baby.
How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling episode 20?
I'm feeling like it's almost Christmas time.
2 weeks. Next week is going to be our Christmas episode, so y'all be on the lookout for that. But first, y'all know how we like to get started with NFL this past weekend.
It's been a sad week for some people.
Oh, sad week, man.
Sad week for the division.
A lot of people.
I'm really not sad if you want to know.
Man, me neither. Hey. It ain't nothing sad to be about 10-3.
I don't know what you're talking about. We 10-3.
Well, let's get to the scores.
What about Dallas? Y'all 10-3?
Oh, no, we got the division lead. We're in the playoffs. Green Bay over the Washington Redskins 20-15. We got the Tampa Bay Bucks over the Indianapolis Colts 38-35. The Vikings.
That was a sloppy game, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
The Vikings beating the Lions 20-7.
Yep, figured that.
And Thielen is going to be back. He expected to play.
He didn't practice today, but he'll probably be back.
Waylon's old AFC battle of the Titans. The Jets 1 point over the Dolphins.
Yep, the Jets that beat y'all.
Bro.
Shout out to the New York Jets.
Maybe we should have been recording.
And look at this next game.
Maybe we should have been on them sidelines with some cameras.
Shout out to the New York Jets.
Yeah.
Shout out to the New York Jets for winning the toilet bowl.
Now look the next game.
Denver Broncos over the Houston Texans 38-24. It wasn't that close.
Yeah, it was.
They scored 2 touchdowns in garbage time.
Thank you, Deshaun Watson, because I had you in fantasy. If you didn't do that, I'd have lost.
Yes.
Yep. They played their Super Bowl against the Pats.
Maybe they should have.
And they won the Super Bowl too, if that's the case. So Super Bowl winners, Houston Texans, baby.
The Kansas City Chiefs over the New England Patriots 23-16.
It was a hard.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Battle.
Is that another loss? Is that another loss?
Who the Chiefs lost to? Like he say?
It was a hard fought.
Remember, he had all the Chiefs lost.
Hard fought victory.
Another loss from a scrambling quarterback.
Hey, we had a lot of stuff going with the refs with that too.
Scrambling quarterback.
Challenges and all kind of stuff.
Pittsburgh Steelers over the Arizona Cardinals 23-17.
I'm a believer. I'm a believer after this past week. Mike Tomlin for Coach of the Year.
We tried to tell you.
I had to see. He had to pass the eye test, and he did it this weekend.
Yeah, because this Hodges kid ain't good.
And it's not just because it was Arizona. It's because what the team did with the third quarterback and how they won that game.
And they did that last game.
That defense.
They've been doing
it. But this was on the road.
The Falcons over the Cardinals, over the Panthers, right? The Falcons over the Panthers, 40-20. Trying to get it, man.
40 points.
Yeah, 40 points, bro.
Wow.
The Browns over the Bengals, 27-19. The San Francisco 49ers, 2 points over the New Orleans Saints. That was a good game. That's probably the most exciting game of the year. It was back and forth, though. Them boys,
that's not cool. Back and forth. I don't like that.
They had 50 points by halftime combined.
The highest scoring game in the season this year.
Baltimore Ravens over the Buffalo Bills, 24-17.
Hey, that was a good game right there.
We got the Chargers over the Jaguars 45-10. Titans over the Raiders 42-21. I'd pick that. And the Rams over the Seahawks 28-12.
I called that.
Now let's get the camera back on us.
Them same Rams that's gonna beat the Cowboys.
It was
and let's go.
Y'all gotta play the Rams?
Yeah, we play the Rams.
Yeah.
Rams hot right
now. We play the Rams.
What you gonna do?
And the Rams hot.
We gonna try to get a dub, man.
We'll try.
That's all we can do, bro. That's it. So let's get to it. Let's talk about the Saints.
What y'all gonna try to get a whopper?
Reg, what you got on the Saints, man?
You wanna talk about it getting a dub?
Let's talk about this dub that the San Francisco 49ers got on y'all. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Let's speak on that.
Why that boy think he can grab Kittle's face mask like that?
Kittles was carrying him like a baby.
Grab his face mask like that's part of the rules. Like you could do that.
He didn't mean to do that, y'all. But
the whole time down the field, he never let go.
Man, look.
Anyways, speak on the Saints fan.
Yeah, so whenever I get to talking when y'all doing y'all stuff, that's why. That's exactly why. So I don't want to hear nothing.
Nobody said nothing.
Yeah, y'all just said a whole lot.
Well, I got offended.
What, 20 seconds?
Okay, yeah, I'm going to take 20 seconds too. Anyways, Drew Brees, 29-40, 349 yards passing, 5 touchdowns.
Big time.
5 touchdowns. Latavius Murray, 7 carries, 69 yards rushing. And also on the receiving end, we have Michael Thomas, 11 catches, 134 yards, 1 touchdown.
Michael Thomas a beast.
Yeah, he
It don't matter who you is, you not guarding that.
As
man.
far
I'm
as the
sorry.
offense, I'm shouting out the offense because they did put up enough points to win the game. Defense, we wasn't ready for a lot of things, and I'm gonna just say that at the end of the day, there were a lot of things that we did that helped them win, like not going for the extra point where they would have had to tie the game at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they ain't got nothing to do with defense.
That old Saints
fumble- the
defense
fumble-
right there.
Got nothing
Speaking
to
on
do with
defense,
No, I
right
know. I'm
there.
talking
They
about.
missed the two linebackers.
That's that old
bad.
Saints defense right there.
Yeah.
The Saints defense.
Wow.
Continue, Reg. Continue.
Red said,
I got one for me too,
Come
man.
on,
Go
man.
on,
I
man.
sure
Come
hope
on
you're
now.
enjoying yourself.
Come on, man.
Come on. Finish your analyzation.
It's hard for me to finish when you're putting up pictures like that.
Come on,
Well, we
man,
do this
let's
every
go.
week. Come on, man.
Anyways,
that one hurt.
salty.
That one hurt. That one
He got
hurt.
Anyways,
something for me
I saw
too.
that we are very capable of beating San Francisco if we have to go to California in the playoffs.
Well, that was at home now. You wasn't in San Francisco. You was in the dome.
Yeah, but it's not the point. The point is when we go to California, if it's clear weather, we're going to play outside. It's pretty much like playing in a dome.
No, it's not. They
Yeah,
got
it's going to be the
grass.
same thing.
All right.
It's going to be the same thing. You're playing on a level playing field.
Thing is, the Saints should have got it done.
Yeah, we should have.
They ain't the
I
Ravens.
wouldn't.
huh?
I wouldn't.
First.
I wasn't happy with that at all.
No, you know
They
what?
not the Ravens, huh?
The coach should have
No, we're not
called.
the Ravens, but man, still though, I like the
was a
Saints
good
though, bro. I
game.
love the Saints, man.
The
and
coach,
for them
the
to
coach
lose
should
that
have
way-
called. The coach should have called a better play on. I don't think he should have leave the linebacker Davis 1-on-1 with Kittles, their number one wide receiver. On 4th down and 2, you have to just like treat him
But
like
that
he
was the
Gronk.
that was the best
Treat him-
linebacker out there though.
No, you put 2 people on him. You treat him just like
They
he
was down
Gronk.
2 linebackers, so they had 2 backups in there.
Listen, they had a linebacker and they could have put a safety over the top, or they could have put somebody there first. You got to treat him.
but-
You got to treat him like.
But what about the
Gronk.
leading plays into that play though?
But
man?
we talking about the 4th down and 2. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the other plays. They did have a lot of other things
It was
that
a
happened.
lot of-
one
it
play
was a
that-
lot
man,
went on in that
that's what
game.
I'm saying. A lot.
It was
I
a lot
know,
went on.
but
From
I'm
the
just
first drive to the quick slants that they just
And-
kept
and y'all
passing
lost-
right by the linebackers. I'm like, dude.
Hey,
and y'all lost a couple linemen
let's
this
move
week.
on to the
Man.
next team.
Y'all lost a couple
Let's
defensive
move
linemen
on.
this
Let's
week,
move
too.
on to the next team
Well, who
if
you
you don't
playing
mind.
next week?
Yeah, who y'all playing, Reg?
Yeah, y'all know who we playing.
Y'all playing Monday night.
Oh, my
Y'all playing the
goodness.
Colts on Monday night.
That's who
The
we
Colts,
playing.
Monday night,
The
Colts.
Colts on Monday night.
And
Now-
I like Brissett.
Let's go on to
to my
another
Dallas
team.
Cowboys, we weren't in the scores, but we played Thursday, and we lost, y'all. We lost to the Bears. Yeah, we did.
Yep, that same Mitchell Trubisky. that's
Trubisky.
very tough.
I told you
Full
Trubisky
of
was playing
whiskey.
better than Brady. Told you.
He showed me against the Cowboys.
Dak was 27 to 49, 334 yards, a touchdown, no
Still
picks.
losing.
Zeke 19 carries, 81 yards. Gallup had 6 receptions, 109.
Zeke still ain't hit a
Hooper
loss.
had 6
I wanna see what
receptions,
he gonna
83
say.
yards and a
I wanna see what
touchdown.
Loss.
Trubisky was 23 of 31 for 244, 3
Win.
touchdowns.
Win.
Allen Robinson 5 receptions, 2 touchdowns.
Win.
Yep, he
I'm
was-
just as
he-
long as Jason Garrett there, man.
he
I'm not
was-
expecting too much.
Mr.
I'm just
Trubisky-
not. I'm just
Mi-
not.
That's
Hey,
crazy,
period.
When
man.
I'm
Mitch,
not.
Mitch Trubisky threw for 244 yards, Dak threw for 334, and Trubisky looked
I-
way better than Dak.
Yes.
Trubisky looked like
So
Lamar
don't tell
Jackson.
me nothing about your passing leaders no more.
Hold
Yes.
on,
Dak
no.
Prescott.
Trubisky looked like that because of our defense, not because of Dak. Dak don't play defense.
Trubisky looked like that the last 3 weeks. You been watching?
And
They
right,
on the road.
Last 3 weeks
You
against
the one
who,
say he
Waylon?
playing better than Brady.
No, I seen
You
him
just said he
chop
was
our
playing better than
defense
Tom.
up. That's what I seen.
You said he was playing better than Tom.
Our defense played horrible. That's what I'm trying to say. Our defense played like crap.
Y'all
That's
offense
why he
didn't
was
play
able
good
to go
either.
ahead and do that.
Y'all offense didn't play
y'all
good
offense played like crap too. Y'all
Our
had to,
offense came out and scored 7 to start the game.
And what y'all
defense
did-
couldn't stop a cold.
Y'all scored the first drive, and then when was y'all next score, Ryan?
after that. When was y'all
Yeah.
next
The
go after
second
that?
half.
Yeah.
Did the defense
Yeah.
help us out at all?
That's
Did
not
the
what I'm
defense
asking.
help us
That's
out
not
at
what
all?
I'm
talking
asking.
about.
Not what I'm asking.
We're not talking about that.
Y'all
No, but
scored. Y'all did an 84.
Answer the
yard,
question.
Answer
the question.
If the defense now gonna stop Trubisky, make him look like Lamar Jackson, then what you want?
Not what I'm asking.
Then what you want?
When y'all
Trubisky
get
had
the
3 damn
when you get the
touchdowns.
ball, go
Like, come
score,
on,
man. When you get the ball, go score.
And Ryan, we already discussed that the only reason why Dak is the passing leader because he got to play from behind every game
All the
and
time.
throw all of these passes.
Him
Like
and
Jameis
Jameis
Winston.
Winston.
Jameis Winston.
Him and
Exactly.
Jameis
Winston.
Exactly. Jameis
Come on,
Winston
man.
up there.
That's
too.
why he
So now
up
we
there.
find a new way to hate on Dak.
No,
We just
it's
find
not-
a
it's
new
not a
way.
new way.
That's
It's
why.
the
That's
truth.
why Dak leads the league in passing because he has to do it from behind. Because our defense sucks.
It's the truth.
The defense sucks.
So why you think
we're
you-
always playing? Why do you play from behind? Because we can't stop anybody.
Why
Y'all
you
play,
think-
y'all play from behind a
We
lot.
were supposed to
No,
have
no,
this.
no, 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 no,
No. You hush.
Uh-uh.
We were supposed to
Y'all-
have this vaunted defense vaunted defense before the season. We had Jalen Smith and Van Der Esch, who ain't played in 3 weeks, and Sean Lee and Tank, who we gave $50 million to. Can we get a sack? Tank ain't had a sack in 5 weeks. We don't cause turnovers.
Don't you know
we don't cause fumbles. We don't cause interceptions. We don't cause nothing at all.
Don't you know y'all? Don't you know y'all
man.
play?
Man.
Hold on,
Back up, man.
Y'all play from behind too. Sometime when y'all don't score, just like when y'all didn't score until the second half.
Exactly.
That's why y'all
started the game winning. Y'all got the
That's
first drive
why-
and went
So don't put it
y'all
all
was
on
winning.
your
Why
defense.
we are 6-7.
Don't put it all on your
That's
defense.
what-
You started off
Every
winning.
week you tell me don't do this, don't do that, don't do this.
Don't put it
That's
on
my
your
team.
defense.
I do what the hell I want to
Don't
do.
put it on your
I
defense.
watch the game.
Well,
if
you-
Mitchell Trubisky looks like Lamar Jackson, that's a problem.
Okay,
That's a problem.
Let me see some
Lamar
Jackson.
Jackson.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Give me
Yeah,
some
that's
Lamar
how,
Jackson.
That's how he looked.
Matter of
Oh.
fact,
That rushing touchdown
Matter
that
of
boy
fact,
had, man, get out of here.
Man,
let me see.
Anyway,
Let me
this
see
is
my
my
guy,
meme
man.
right here.
Yeah,
This
let me
is
see my
mine.
guy.
Let's
Let me
move
see my guy.
on.
No
Move
moving on. You ready to move on when you want to
Move-
move on.
well,
You didn't
because-
even let them boys finish their Saints question, so hush.
Let me see my guy.
Why we didn't get a
Zeke,
full-
after
my
he
guy.
gets a touchdown, but then realizes the Cowboys are still down by 20.
Well, why we
What's
don't
going
get the big
on?
picture?
Explain to the listening viewers what's going on. What you doing?
Well, no, it's a little Ewok. That's
Okay.
Zeke.
Okay.
And it says, Zeke after he gets a touchdown and realize we still down by 20.
Hey, you was happy with the carries he got? Because last week
No,
it was
no, still
you
wasn't
still wasn't happy?
He only had 19 carries.
He had 81
He
yards.
only had how many?
He 19. That's
19.
Oh my goodness! What
it. Lamar Jackson. What did Lamar Jackson do?
One and a
Fur?
half.
Fur. I'm about to hop on y'all bandwagon in a minute.
He said.
God.
Hey, that's like
He
that's
said-
Come on,
Zeke.
Fur. Come on.
He said Zeke only had 19 carries.
Baltimore
that is a lot
Ravens,
of carries.
man, defeat
Yeah,
the,
Zeke need 25.
the Buffalo Bills
Okay.
by a
Buffalo
score
Bills.
of 24-17. Lamar Jackson 16 for 25, 145 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick.
It was a good game.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
Uh,
The Bills was real.
Mark Ingram 15 carries, 50 yards. Lamar got 11
How many
carries for
carries
40
he had?
yards. Ingram had 15.
15?
Yeah.
God dang. He need to have that this week in my fantasy.
Lamar 11 carries for 40 yards. Hayden Hurst, tight end,
They
had
played
3 catches,
tomorrow,
73 yards, a touchdown. Yeah, we
Y'all
played
got
the
the
Jets.
Thursday night.
And
Got
they
the
clinched
Jets tomorrow.
already. They clinched
Yeah,
already.
we
All
in
right,
there, we in
all
there.
right.
Congratulations to the Ravens.
Hey,
man.
congratulations.
And with Lamar Jackson 40 yards rushing last game, that put him 23 yards shy of passing Mike Vick. So
Mike
expect
Vick,
to
yep.
witness some history tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah, it's going to happen.
Hey,
It's
So,
Fur,
gonna happen.
tomorrow
Fur,
night?
I want to give you some because we the only 2 teams that clinched the playoffs so
Yeah,
far.
we in here.
Yeah,
And,
where the Pats and Cowboys at?
Went from the
Yep.
1 seed to the 3 seed. I hope that don't hurt y'all.
Did they clinch?
It's just easy when you.
It's better than being the seed that you are, right?
Don't matter.
Yeah.
We beat the Eagles. We there.
I got a
Don't matter.
question.
Okay,
Lamar,
don't tell me
Lamar got y'all vote for MVP now? I mean, he didn't
Now?
beat the San Francisco 49ers, the
Yeah.
Patriots, the Texans.
Yeah.
I mean, what
Because Russ ain't really showed me nothing.
I mean, I never said that he
yes,
was.
you did.
No, in the beginning, whenever they first started,
You
I
said he
said
had to
Russell
play good
Wilson.
teams. He didn't beat the Patriots. He didn't beat the Texans.
Yeah.
He didn't beat
Yeah.
the Bills.
Yeah.
I say give it to the man.
Yeah, Lamar's my MVP.
I like McCaffrey, but they falling back.
Yeah, they just
And I
got
don't know if
smoked
it's his fault.
by Atlanta.
They got the coach fired, so he didn't get a fair shake.
Yeah, man. You know what? I give
all I
it.
want to hear. That's all I want to hear.
I give it to Lil Platt.
all I want
I
to
give
hear.
it
Now,
to
the
Lil
one
Platt.
thing-
Lil Platt.
The one thing I am worried about Lamar is they say he got like a thigh bruise or something
Nah,
like that, and
he,
instead of sitting him down
that
on a
was
short
just-
week, they're gonna end up playing him tomorrow. That's the
was
only
just-
thing I worry about him is
that was just
they
a
hit
way-
him in his
I mean,
legs.
that give more rest for next
That
week.
was
They'll
just a
say
way
you'll
to
be all right
rest
either
him.
way it goes.
That was just a way to rest him
Yeah,
on a short week.
that's
Oh,
gonna,
yeah,
gonna
that's
be
it.
okay.
Absolutely.
That's
That's
gonna be
how
okay.
the coaches do with them injury reports. and
They
stuff.
said it's questionable because there's no more probable, so he's gonna play that.
Earl Thomas had a issue with them. He's saying he's noticing the defender starting to go at Lamar's legs now. So I hope that's not the case, but it's probably because that's the only way they can stop him.
No, I don't
gon-
think that's true. That's a
As-
young.
as-
Let's talk
man,
about the other game
Lamar
of the week,
Jackson
man.
is very young.
Just like
Yeah, but
Earl
if-
Thomas see it,
if you got somebody
Lamar see it
knees-
too, so he'll be prepared.
you got somebody knees,
and
don't
I gotta
matter how
say,
old he
Lamar
is.
wore white sleeves and a white glove this week,
Sure
so that way
did.
it didn't blend in
Trolling.
with the football.
He was trolling.
Yeah, so, hey, and
He did.
yeah, same result. White glove, white sleeves. You can
Shout
see
out-
the
That's
ball.
fire.
Shout
That's
out
fire.
to the other game of the week.
Man, shout out to Patrick Mahomes, man. PM,
Yes,
baby.
PM.
Mahomie.
Now we all over PM. PM ain't did nothing.
But
Picked
win.
him right
Baby.
in the
But get a dub.
in the pick 'em. I picked him right.
PM, baby. I sure did too, Mr. Ryan.
Okay, all right.
you
We
go.
got that's what
what's
we
up.
we got the graphic up. We got
You
the
don't want to see it no
We got the 10-3 Pats took a
Take
L,
it down,
23-16 to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Is that 2 losses in a row?
It's actually all 3 of our losses came from division winners. We
From
lost to the
scrambling
Texans.
quarterbacks.
We lost to the Texans that's winning the South. We
Scrambling
lost
quarterbacks.
to the Chiefs that's winning the West.
Matter of fact,
and
Scrambling
we lost to the
quarterbacks.
Ravens that's winning the
I got a
North.
graphic for that.
Scrambling quarterbacks. Do you have all the scrambling quarterbacks? Yeah. Now these are the scrambling quarterbacks of the
Pat's struggling
NFL
against the new
that
generation.
the
they
Patriots
said.
cannot beat.
Man,
First
let me do
time-
the segment, man.
Okay, my bad. I'll just read for the audience.
Just
First
read that.
time in the
Let-
Brady
Just
era,
let-
the
hold on,
Patriots have lost.
Let Ryan read it.
Because this for the audio, and then I'm going to hush.
Yeah.
The first time in Brady era, the Patriots have lost to 3 quarterbacks younger than 25 in the same season.
Choo!
That's it.
Is that really a stat?
That is.
You know they got to
Man, that matters,
they
though,
got-
bro. That matters. If y'all meet them in the playoffs, that mean
Y'all-
you're the underdog.
Yep.
So why not be the youngest players under 28 then?
Because you never lost to them.
Well,
29.
Well, they
You
all
never
under.
lost.
They all under 25.
Come on, man.
They all under 25.
That matters.
Man,
I'm about to say that's a
They're
stat.
trying to show you that that's some freshmen and rookies.
It
in
was the other game of the week outside of the Saints 49ers. Everybody wanted to see Chiefs Pats. And it didn't disappoint. Came to the last throw of the game.
Yeah.
Tom Brady throwing it to the back of the end zone. And the ball get tipped away from Julian Edelman.
Y'all did get
Tom
some
Brady
bad
had a
calls,
tough-
though.
I'm
Horrible.
about to get into that. They stopped a fumble recovery that was going to the house. And
That was a good
and
call.
Rude a fumble.
They did that to the
That-
Saints in
that
week
was a
good
2,
call.
so that's all right.
Yeah.
And they cost
Yeah.
us.
It happens.
And they
Yep.
cost us a challenge early on the play they should have called.
Well, y'all shouldn't have
anyway.
called challenge on one of the challenges y'all did. Really?
Well, that's the one the refs should have called for on their own. So
No.
we just challenged it.
No, that's what y'all
And then
want.
we won the second challenge. No, the first one.
They're
Then
not helping y'all
we
no
won
more.
the second challenge. Then we get a blatant pass interference.
Everybody know
Oh,
It
y'all
don't
done.
feel right being on the opposite side of them calls,
And
huh?
we-
Like
and
them
we-
fan and
No.
tripping calls.
Yeah.
Let's
Well,
soak this
thank
in. Let's
you.
soak this in. Soak
Thank
this
you.
in.
Thank
my
you,
thing-
Ryan.
This my thing on the touchdown that was called. If the referee, if you're not 100%, it goes to the other referee.
the next one
The other
down.
referee was calling touchdown. If you're not 100%, let it be a touchdown and
Hey,
let the review sort
the
it out.
referee wanted to call pass
You right.
interference when the Saints
You
was
right. But let
playing,
the
but the
review-
other one didn't let him call it.
But
That's
you
just how it
know-
go.
That's how it go.
But you know if he finna call it touchdown,
Hey.
it's reviewed anyway.
Hey, take your
So
L.
if you're not 100%, and it was plenty green in between
Oh,
the
it was
toes.
plenty green.
So you,
It was
what,
plenty
you
green.
couldn't
Oh
have
no,
been-
it was a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, that boy scored that touchdown.
You
Clearly.
couldn't have
Oh, it
been
was
100%.
Like
clearly.
Dez caught that ball.
Dez
that's
caught
what
that
I'm
ball.
saying.
Yeah, he took it
Lord
out
have
there.
mercy. Wow.
Tom Brady had a tough day. It was a tough day for the Pats.
Ryan,
but
we
let
was
me tell you
thinking
this.
alike.
Yeah, we were.
Let me tell you this here. Pat Mahomes had 76 yards passing in the second half.
Wow.
And the team had 32 rushing in the second
That's
half.
good against
They
a
scored
stout
three-
Patriots
They
defense.
Yeah, the
scored
number
3
one,
points
quote,
in the
unquote.
second half.
Yeah, that's good against the number one defense.
Tom Brady, 19 for 36, 169 yards, a touchdown.
169.
Oh.
What?
What?
169 yards passing for Tom Brady. What is this, year one?
Told
He
you,
got- he
Mitch
got-
looked a lot better.
How many attempts?
this week?
He got
than
30.
Tom
How many
Brady.
attempts?
He got 34 for 37. He got five.
I told y'all
four drops.
you can't explain that
And
169.
Yeah, 4 drops.
You can't explain that 169.
4 drops.
Now you
Bring
sound
that
like
drop straight
Ryan.
into it, baby.
Now you sound
Hey,
like
Wait a
Ryan.
minute, that's a stat?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
stat. Yeah, that's a stat.
Drops is a stat.
Four
Yeah,
drops.
it's
But
on
no,
Madden.
them boy- I don't
my
even know
God.
half the receivers for the Patriots. I don't even
Julian
know half them boys.
Edelman had 8 catches for 95 yards and a touchdown.
He the only receiver. they
100.
got.
We got the
69 yards
Bengals
passing.
coming. We got the Bengals coming up next week.
That y'all recorded.
I think we
it-
all
maybe-
know about that,
It
Mr.
costs
Whalen.
it costs
Got a meme for you too there,
$169.
Mr. Whalen. You got some splaining to do. You got some
The
splaining.
Bengals.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Coming
Wow.
to
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I can't believe that. Was
Coming to a theater near you. You seen the first one,
heard what he just
Spygate
said.
1. Now get ready for Spygate 2. It's coming.
Oh, my God. That boss said if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Wow.
Man,
Oh, my God.
So the Patriots have to go record a 1-12 team to beat them this week coming up.
Goodell came out and said he getting to the bottom of it. So
He already know what the bottom of it is. He the one that sent him.
That looked like Bill Belichick just don't care what the league gonna say, and I think the league gonna have to make a statement again.
No, they're gonna have to make a
Man,
statement
they
now.
get away with this all
You
the
know
time.
what it is?
Footballs
No,
don't
but
have
first,
the air.
First,
Spying on the
They
Jets.
They never-
Spying on the Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
This 3 times.
There's something
I
wrong
thought
with
3
that.
strikes and you're out.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, right.
Shannon
we
Sharp
gonna
was
be
saying
out of-
today. Shannon Sharp was saying that if this found out that that's true, that Belichick should be fired.
Oh yeah, he need to
He
go.
said
Who is Shannon Sharp,
He
man?
need to go.
Because he just saying that goes
A
to the
Hall of Fame football player?
it goes into the integrity
May
of the
I
game
say?
now. Now you're messing with the integrity of the game. You're
Yeah,
messing with betting
come on,
lines. You're messing
man.
with Vegas. People gonna think the game is fake.
Yeah,
rigged.
Oh,
Yeah,
my goodness.
yeah,
Oh,
man. Come
my
on.
It's a
goodness.
competition, man. You don't do that in competition. In any competition.
Let Waylon defend
and
him.
then-
I got
and-
to see. Hold on. Don't say nothing. Let Waylon defend it.
8-minute recording, bro.
Defend it.
Oh, they were shooting a
Listen to what's
documentary.
going on. No, it ain't a
Hard knocks.
it ain't a Hard Knocks.
Defend it.
It's a online series called Do Your Job.
Right.
And it comes from different aspects of the game. They might watch the tight end prepare for a week, and they was prepared for their week of setup in
So do your
Cincinnati.
job.
in Cincinnati, and I mean,
So do your job. Who were they referring to? Because the sideline was
Everybody.
recorded. Oh, the whole team.
it's our motto: Do your job.
Do you believe
okay, so-
that they
so-
were recording for the docu-series or they were recording for
For
purposes
Sunday.
of Bill?
For Sunday.
I find it kind of
I
funny
think
that
they
y'all
was
play
doing their
him.
job.
I find it kind of funny y'all play him the next
Because you mentioned something earlier that when they
But they
stopped
won
the
in 12.
dude,
What we trying to see?
when
them
they
do?
stopped
You tell
the
me.
dude, the
We trying
dude
to see them
said,
lose?
the dude said, "Look, if I give you the film, we just gonna forget like this ever happened."
Yeah.
Well, this-
That seemed like guilty to me.
Come on, man.
I don't know, bro.
Come on, Mr. Whalen. You know what? They gotta come a point in time in your life where you have to make your own decisions, where you have to realize what's right
your
and what's
job.
wrong, and you need to go ahead on and do the right thing, Mr. Taylor.
What's the right thing?
The right thing
Admit
is to
that that's not
abandon
the right
ship.
thing.
Abandon ship if they're
What
gonna
are we
continue
gonna
to do this.
What we gonna do with them on the sideline? We gonna see them lose on the sideline?
That ain't the point, though.
They won in
It is
12.
against the rules.
We already know about
It's
all the other
against the
It
recordings.
really,
rules.
listen,
Like, just
and-
imagine
and
if anybody recorded anything.
No. What we were doing wasn't against the rules. We just didn't.
Huh?
We just didn't report to the Bengals and the league that we was gonna be filmed.
Oh, so that's not.
So why would the Patriots record the Bengals, period?
got
Can
you.
we draw the line
I'm a
right
Johnny
there?
Cocker in this.
No,
Hold
but
on.
is that
Hold on.
following rules?
Hold on,
Is
y'all.
that following rules what they did? No.
Oh, my God.
So y'all snuck in there
I'm a
with
Johnny
cameras.
Cocker in this real
we got
quick.
permission.
Hold on.
We got permission from the Browns to come in there
To record the
do
Bengals?
our-
So why y'all wasn't recording the Browns?
That's who they played.
Why
last
y'all
week.
wasn't recording the Browns then?
It was the sideline.
Why y'all wasn't recording the Browns sideline?
I am confused.
Y'all recorded the Cincinnati Bengals sideline for 8 minutes. Why y'all wasn't recording the Browns if they allowed y'all to go?
Why did the
Because
guy
we playing
say,
the
Why are the
If
people?
I give
why
y'all
All
are
the
the footage.
video, act like nothing happened.
why did he say that?
Listen,
That's incriminating.
Listen, we playing the Bengals next week, so if you got footage of the Bengals, we're gonna use it with our web series. We play the Bengals, and the web series come out right before the Bengals.
Did the people who was filming know that they were doing anything wrong?
They didn't know. They didn't know they was
my
doing nothing
God.
wrong.
If they
that's
didn't
why
know-
so when the lady said something to them, they said, "Well, look, you could just erase it and just act like ain't nothing happened."
So if
don't
you
matter.
so if
I mean-
so if you erase it and act like nothing happened, then you're not gonna have no footage
He
for the
just
next
said-
show.
Well, he just had to do
You
something
not-
different because that was against. They didn't want him in there.
I don't know that, Mr.
That's
Wade.
I don't know.
That's
No.
too
I
fishy
don't
right
know.
there.
I'm just saying. I read it and I listened to what was going on.
To
and
me, I look
that's
at it
what-
like this.
That's what happened in the
Bill
box.
Belichick
Has
is
done it
way
before.
too smart. He's way too smart. After we done did it the first time and
Yeah.
got caught.
Listen, man, just
For
like
it to be the second time and not go
Listen.
through every protocol
Listen
we
to this.
supposed to go through to make sure this doesn't happen. Because you
Again.
know the
Yes.
first
It
time
ain't
somebody
Bill-
hit
it- it ain't-
videotape
Yes.
Bill
where
Belichick.
everybody jumping.
Bill
Yes.
Belichick don't have nothing to do with the documentary series, the web series. He ain't got nothing to do with that.
You're not listening.
Uh,
Yeah,
That's something that they do. That's
Oh,
just like
okay.
us doing the podcast.
If he don't have, if
That
he-
man is the head coach of the organization.
So they don't
He's the
have.
head coach. He's
So-
not
Of the
owner.
organization.
He's not the
So
owner.
Bill Belichick
Hey.
don't. So Bill Belichick don't have a clue that these people are going to film this show.
Come on, man.
That's what you're telling me.
What the stats? What
we gonna find out.
Come on, man.
I got a feeling it's
Because
gonna be.
they're going through the tape and he gonna let it be known.
They need to just strip all their wins this year and don't let them make the
That's what you
don't
wanna
let
see.
them make the playoffs.
Disqualified.
Let's get into these division leaders because I got a feeling the next episode we're gonna have a whole lot more information about this. 'cause
I
don't-
guess to say like Whalen,
I don't think
we got the best record in the league.
I don't think they're
Like,
going to
really,
go down.
I'm saying.
Yes, y'all got the best record in the league. AFC
Oh, so
North,
now they got it, but the
11-2.
49ers ain't got it.
Tied for the best record.
Okay. Get out of here.
Without the accompaniment of video cameras.
You got one of the worst records in the league.
And we still in the playoffs. Doing it legal and not cheating.
Oh, you don't
I'd
know.
rather
Y'all
be
might
6
wanna
and
cheat,
7
though.
and not cheat.
Ryan, you don't want to cheat right now?
Ryan,
I wish we could.
Oh my God.
AFC East 10-3, Patriots. AFC South 8-5, the Texans. The Chiefs 9-4, AFC West. NFC, the picture is NFC North. Green Bay, they're the number 2 seed now, 10-3. NFC South. The Saints 10-3, NFC East 6-7, still first place. Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers
Under
in the
500.
NFC West. They are 11-2. So if the playoffs were to start today, this would be your playoff picture right now. The AFC, the number 1 and 2 seed would be the Ravens and the Patriots. NFC would be San Fran and Green Bay. Your AFC wild card would be the Steelers going to Kansas City, Bills going to the Texans, Vikings going to the Saints, and the Seahawks going to the Dallas Cowboys. Now, we got to kind of move this on a little bit because we almost done with the football
Go ahead,
segment.
do your thing, do your thing.
Offensive Player of the Week, Jimmy Garoppolo, Jimmy G.
Over the Saints.
249 yards
Shine
passing,
on them
4
Saints.
I'm mad at the Saints.
touchdowns,
Ryan,
a passer
that's-
rating of 131.
That's 349.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You said 2.
Oh, my bad, 349.
349 for the audio listeners.
Okay, and the NFC Player of the Week is Daniil Hunter, 7 tackles, 3 sacks.
Defensive player.
Defense, Ryan.
Well, what did I say?
Just keep going.
Okay, never mind.
Defensive player, you
keep it
guys.
Defensive player, 7 tackles, 3 sacks. Boy, we're going to have some bloopers on the next
He
one.
said NFC player of the week.
Oh, Lord. AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Ryan Tannehill.
391, 3 touchdowns, passer rating of 140.4. He had a good game. I
doing
believe
it
that was
big.
against the Raiders. They talking about signing him over Mariota.
Yep.
And AFC Defensive Player of the Week, Kareem Jackson, safety for the Denver Broncos. He had 11 tackles, 3 pass deflections, an interception, and a fumble recovery for a touchdown.
And mind you, he did it against his old team, the Texans. They traded
Sorry,
him.
Miss Jackson.
They traded him to the Broncos.
Man.
So
let's
that was
get
a
it.
revenge game.
Yeah,
We got the fantasy studs and duds. The playoffs done started. If you had them on your team, these studs, you probably won for the week. Number 1 stud, Drew Brees, 349, 5 touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown. So he
Let's
accounted
go,
for
baby.
6 touchdowns.
Number 1 stud.
Jameis Winston, 456
That's in numerical
yards,
order?
4 touchdowns, 3 picks, and a rushing touchdown. So he accounted for 5
Oh, okay,
also. Emmanuel Sanders, 7 receptions, 157, a
This dude
touchdown,
here, man.
and a passing touchdown from the wide receiver position. A.J. Brown, 5 receptions, 153, 2 touchdowns, and Mitchell Trubisky, 244, 3 touchdowns, a pick, 63 yards rushing, and a touchdown. These were your duds. If you had them on fantasy, you probably got knocked out this week because
I
they
didn't
did
get
not
knocked
Man,
perform.
Fournette. Oh, my God.
50 yards, 3 receptions, 13 yards. Alvin Kamara, 25 yards, 4
I'm
receptions,
upset with Kamara,
18
too.
yards, and a fumble.
I don't have him, but.
Devontae
man.
Adams, 4 receptions, 41 yards. Odell.
Oh,
I got him
again.
in.
This he was on that last week.
That's every week. That's every week.
easy, man.
And
He out. He
Tyler Lockett.
He not staying.
4 receptions,
He not staying.
43 yards.
He can't even play with himself on fantasy.
And and the passing leader.
He benching himself
Boy, that
on
sounded so
fantasy.
bad.
Oh, yeah.
That sounded
Oh,
so
yeah.
bad.
He at the bottom.
Moving on. Passing leaders. Dak, number 1, 41-22. Jameis
Garbage.
Winston, number 2.
Some more garbage.
41-15. I'm trying to get through these without cussing y'all. Phillip Rivers,
Some more
number 3,
garbage.
37-48. Jared Goff, 37-12. Matt Ryan, 35-59.
Some more
That's
garbage.
your passing. And for the rushing, number 1, Nick Chubb. He's leading the whole league in rushing right now, 12-81.
Let's go,
Derrick
Chubb.
Henry, 12-43. Christian McCaffrey, 12-20. Dalvin Cook, 11-08. And
And some
Zeke into the
trash.
top 5, 10-71. You keep wanting to call
Zeke
everybody
got his
trash.
money. Zeke got his money.
Yeah,
Yeah, he got his money.
He too damn comfortable. That's
And
his
he's not
problem.
even eating.
And the
He
number
finna go
1
back to
receiver
Cabo.
in the NFL right now is Michael Thomas,
And he been there.
14-24.
1,500 this week.
Godwin,
Oh, yeah.
12-12. Mike Evans, 11-57. I think he's going to be
Then
out
against the
this
Colts?
week. He pulled a hamstring
Oh, he out
this
for the
week.
season. He done for the season.
Okay, so he's
Yeah,
out for the
Mike-
season.
yeah,
Michael Thomas messing around, catch 200 yards for the next few games. He gonna hit 2,000.
Nah, more. That's
The
DJ Moore.
opponents could actually
10-61.
let that happen, too.
4th place, and Amari Cooper, 10-54. That brings up the rear with your receivings. And let's get to the picks, y'all.
Yeah, let's run through
go.
this.
Let's run through these picks. Okay, tomorrow night we got Jets at the Ravens.
Unanimously.
All Ravens.
All Ravens all day long.
Unanimous.
Ravens and Le'Veon Bell. Come on.
Sunday,
Touchdowns.
early
I got him
games.
too. I need him.
Patriots
but I
at
don't know.
Bengals.
Pats, man.
Of course, they recorded them. They should.
Y'all should know everything
I
about
mean,
to
come
happen.
on, man.
Brady
They don't,
should,
we got a
Brady
problem.
should be
Yeah,
like, I've
I'm-
seen this before.
I'm going with the Pats because they're going to know all they plays.
Come on, man. We ain't got time.
Tampa Bay at
we
Detroit.
ain't got time.
Tampa Bay at Detroit.
Tampa Bay, man.
I'm going to go with Detroit.
Stafford never came back, huh?
No.
I'm taking
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. Texans at Titans.
Texans.
Titans. Oh, no.
Titans.
man.
Texans shaking
Titans
back.
running that ball.
Shaking back.
I think Texans gonna shake back.
They shaking back.
I think Texans gonna shake back.
They want
They
to make the
played their Super
playoffs.
Bowl already.
Nah, I think they're gonna shake
Yeah, they
back.
played their Super Bowl week 12.
Broncos at Chiefs. Some people calling for the upset on this.
Yeah,
one.
I'm gonna take the
Chiefs.
Broncos here.
Chiefs.
In Kansas City.
I'm taking
Yeah,
the Broncos.
I'm gonna take the Broncos here. Cause that dude Drew Lock, the quarterback for Denver, that's his hometown. So I think he's gonna go out there and actually ball.
Anybody want to bet on it?
Man,
take
Next,
Next.
man. We out of time.
We got Dolphins at Giants.
They don't want to talk that.
Giants.
I think Eli
Giants.
playing again.
Eli,
Giants 'cause of Eli.
Eli come
Giants.
back.
Oh, man, I'm
Eli
going with
lost
the
to the
Giants.
Eagles.
Uh,
He found a way to lose to the Eagles.
I might take Dolphins on that one.
I heard the Cowboys might be
Fitzmagic,
interested
baby.
in Eli.
Come on, man. What we got next,
Man, Eagles at Redskins, man. Reds talk that stupid.
Redskins.
Eagles on a mission.
I mean Eagles. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, I need Redskins. I need
I'm
Redskins.
on
with
a
the
mission.
Eagles.
Redskins.
Eagles.
Let's go. Seahawks at Panthers.
Seahawks.
I
on the bounce back.
I like the Panthers
Seahawks.
bounce back right here.
Seahawks.
I like
Bounce back.
I
Seahawks.
like the Seahawks slide a little bit.
Bears at Packers.
Trubisky, fella
Let's go with
whiskey.
Green Bay, man.
Khalil Mack.
Trubisky.
Oh, I'm
Khalil
taking
Mack and the
Rodgers.
Bears.
At
Bay.
Lambeau.
Green Bay.
Trubisky, yeah.
And then it might be snowing.
He torched
Chicago,
Chicago all the time.
It snows in Chicago
Now
too,
with
Ryan.
Khalil-
I don't
Khalil
care.
Mack
That's
on
Aaron
it.
Rodgers. He owned that division. Get out of
That
here.
boy some trash.
For- you
Afternoon games right
heard-
here.
It's gonna be snowing in Green Bay. I said it's snowing in Chicago.
Yeah, but it's a different kind of snow in Green Bay at the frozen tundra.
Yeah, you
That's why they
kinda-
call it the
you kinda
frozen
right,
tundra.
kinda.
Soldier
Hey.
Field get frozen too.
Wait, not waiting. Reg, we got a clock, man. We got to get to the clock. Vikings at Chargers. See Waylon back there.
Vikings.
Vikings, man.
I'm going
Vikings.
I'm going Vikings.
Jaguars at Raiders. I see it. We done already went over. Come on.
Raiders.
Raiders. I'm taking Raiders.
Raiders.
Browns at Cardinals.
Can I do my pick? Raiders.
Well, come on. Get with it. Get with it, man.
Cardinals.
Cardinals and Browns.
Yeah, in a
like the
shootout.
Browns.
In a shootout.
I'm
I got
going
them
Browns.
high shootout.
Browns.
I'm going Cardinals in a shootout.
Next game, I got the Rams.
We already know. Everybody else got Rams. Rams at the
Rams.
Cowboys. Okay, boom.
Rams.
Cowboys, y'all Rams.
Rams.
Falcons at 49ers.
49ers.
Oh,
49ers.
49ers.
Easily.
All day.
50-point game again, I guess.
Bills at the Steelers.
49ers.
Bills at the Steelers.
Buffalo.
I'm going to go Steelers.
I like Steelers.
I'm going
at
Buffalo.
I'm going to go Steelers.
I like Buffalo right
Buffalo.
there. And the
Buffalo got
Monday
a better
night,
offense.
Monday night, Colts at Saints.
Who that?
Saints, baby.
I got Brissett.
Saints Monday night.
You got Brissett on fantasy?
I got the coach. Yeah, I'm gonna pick him.
I'm gonna take the Saints.
Saints Monday night.
So that's your NFL segment by us, and now we're about to hop into college football. We had a lot that happened over the weekend.
Yeah,
we
we
had a
did.
lot. We got all the scores from all the championship games that went down. Matter of fact, we had the Friday night game, Pac-12 championship game.
Utah
Oregon,
upset.
yeah, beating Utah
They beat 'em
37
bad.
to 15.
They beat them bad.
Saturday, the SEC championship game was LSU 37 over Georgia.
Go Tigers.
Just amazing.
Appalachian State in the Sun Belt championship game, they beat UL. UL tried to fight and come back.
Start
but
so slow. You can't start slow
Too
in the
many
championship
turnovers.
game.
Too many turnovers.
Can't
just
start slow in the
wasn't enough.
championship
Wasn't
game.
enough. And the Big 12 championship, you had Oklahoma over Baylor 30 to 23. The AAC, the American Athletic Conference, 29-24 Memphis over Cincinnati. Mountain West, Boise State 31, Hawaii 10. The ACC championship was Clemson 62 to 17.
They're going to beat Ohio State.
Beating Virginia, Ohio State 34-21. So this is what we ended up with as the final top 25 rankings for college football. You see your top four right there. Number 1 is LSU. Number 2 is Ohio State. Number 3 is Clemson. And number 4 is Oklahoma.
That's all we need to talk about.
Now, talking on that, LSU, they won the SEC championship. They are your SEC champions. Congratulations to LSU.
Go Tigers.
Shout out to the Tigers. Go Tigers. Joe Burrow, 28 for 38, 349 yards passing, 4 touchdowns.
He was the MVP.
He was his usual self, doing what he had to do, taking care of business. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 15 carries, 57 yards. Joe Burrow also had 11 carries for 41 yards. Justin Jefferson, 7 catches, 115 yards. And Terrance Marshall, 5 catches, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Jefferson also had a touchdown.
Man. Terrance,
Jamar Chase had a touchdown. Yeah, Terrance Marshall dropped a couple passes.
a couple.
It
And
started
they hit
off
him
like
in
it
the
was-
hand. He was
It started
still
off like it
going.
was going to be a good game. And, I mean, the first play of the game for Georgia, he dropped the deep ball, and it was over.
they come out, try to hit him in the mouth early, try to take the momentum, but don't
Yeah,
work
so-
like that.
We took care of our business. Did what we had to do. Heisman Trophy coming up this weekend. So
And Joe will hold it up, and
Yeah.
it should be easily.
It's Joe Burrow.
It should be.
Well, we
mean,
got
I'm
the
not
stats.
expecting
We
nothing
got
else.
some stats for y'all. Who should win the Heisman? You
Oh,
got your
it-
4 finalists: Joe Burrow,
Look at
Justin
this, man.
Fields,
Look at this.
Jalen Hurts,
Jalen
and
Hurts
Chase Young.
is in a building.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts going to
Yeah,
end
Heisman
up winning
finalists.
somebody some money.
Pay
Just to
me now, pay me later.
read these stats real quick. Joe Burrow, 4,700 yards, 77% completion, 51 touchdowns plus SEC champ.
Go Tigers.
Justin Fields, 29-53 on the passing yards, 471 rushing yards, 50 total touchdowns, and Big Ten champ. Jalen Hurts, 36-34 on the passing yards, 12-55 on the rushing yards, 50 total TDs, and he's the Big 12 champ. And Chase Young, the only defensive player in the Heisman running, 16.5 sacks, 44 tackles, 6 forced fumbles.
He gonna have his hands full with
How
Clemson.
y'all feel about it?
I feel
got-
that
I got
Ohio State
Clemson.
not gonna win.
I got Clemson. too.
Exactly.
I've been
I
telling
feel like
people
Ohio
that.
State not gonna beat them.
Clemson
and
is disrespected. Dabo Swinney is a good coach.
Well, no, how about the Heisman? I thought we was talking about the Heisman.
Man, Joe,
Man,
unanimously.
Joe Burrow got
rolling
that
it on-
easily.
We moving it along.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
so
Let's
it's
Let's go.
nothing else. Nobody
Yep,
even think nothing
Joe
else.
Burrow.
Nah, that's it.
Joe Burrow for president.
These matchups that they got going on, though, like you say, I think LSU will hand it to Jalen Hurts.
Their
Oklahoma.
defense can't stop for Cole.
Well, y'all defense, I mean, looking a little better. but
Chick-fil-A
y'all
Peach
give up
Bowl,
a lot
man.
of
A
points, too.
little better.
Y'all give
Chick-fil-A
up a lot
He
of
Peach
points,
had
man.
3 points going into the fourth quarter.
Well, you know, I ain't counting that. I'm talking about
Oh.
overall.
LSU.
Oh, we
Oklahoma.
healthy. As long as we healthy, we good.
That's
I
your
got-
first
I got
semifinal.
LSU winning that game, though.
First semifinal and your second semifinal. Ohio State versus Clemson in the PlayStation
I'm taking the other
Fiesta Bowl.
Tigers. It's gonna be a Tiger Bowl
I
again.
think it's going to be a Tiger Bowl, and I
gonna be a
might,
Tiger
I might
Bowl.
go with
That's true.
Clemson. I might be going with Clemson.
Well, just let me know because I want to talk to you
I'm
about
going to
that.
find out.
Matter of fact, these are your New Year's 6 slate games. Cotton Bowl is going to be Memphis, number 17 Memphis versus Penn State. The Peach Bowl, LSU, Oklahoma. Fiesta Bowl, Ohio State, Clemson.
Let's
Orange
go
Bowl.
Gators, baby.
Who y'all
Florida
playing?
made it to the Orange Bowl against
y'all-
Virginia.
Virginia Tech?
Number 9 versus
Virginia-
number
Virginia
24.
Tech.
ACC runner-up.
The Rose Bowl is Oregon versus Wisconsin, number 6 versus number 8. And the Sugar Bowl is number 5 Georgia versus number 7 Baylor. That's going to be a good game.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
That's y'all last game, huh? That's y'all last game, Florida.
Yeah, it's going to be our last
sure.
Till next year.
And showing some love one more time to
We ain't in the Charlie Seafood Bowl.
You
Raging Cajuns, man. They made it to the 21st annual Lending Tree Bowl.
shout out to the
Shout out
Raging
Cajuns
Cajuns,
on
man.
the 10-win season.
They-
man.
they-
That's good. That's
Hey,
good.
January the
Shout out-
6th.
Shout
January
out
the
to the
6th.
Linden Tree.
You know what? They
Linden Tree,
played
yep.
they played good in the Sun Belt
Look this-
Bowl in the
look
second
here,
half.
look here.
The Sun Belt Bowl.
Oh my
The Sun
God.
Belt Championship. They played good in the second half. The first half they had too many turnovers.
Shout out to the Tecmo Bowl.
But
Y'all stupid. Let's show some love, man. They played January the 6th in Mobile, Alabama
Man, that boy
at the
said-
Live People's Stadium. And they playing Miami over Ohio.
let's go, UL, man. Get y'all a victory. Finish
Yeah,
with
get
11 wins
get a
on
bowl,
the year.
A bowl win.
Let's do this, man.
Getting into NBA, because after the first of the year, we're going to start really hopping into the NBA. But these are the games last night. You had the Blazers over the Knicks, 115-87. Damian Lillard,
LeBron them already slaughtered
31. We ain't talking about LeBron
Phil,
right now.
Carmelo
31
Anthony, Phil.
points, 6 assists, 8 3-pointers made.
I
That was
heard-
Damian
Carmelo
Lillard.
Anthony.
I heard Kevin Love told the team he want to go to Portland.
Yeah,
He wants
do.
to go to Portland.
He want to
Yeah.
go to a contender, but there's 6 games under 500. He might want to change his
Hey,
mind.
this boy right here.
Charlotte
is good.
Hornets over
Devontae Graham.
over the
he
Wizards.
been, yeah,
That's the point guard from Kansas. If
Yeah.
y'all don't remember, used to wear
I
the high
seen you
top.
took
Yeah.
him. I tried to find him
Hey,
today.
I've been had
He
it.
been
114,
gone. I actually-
107
I got him the
Hornets
same week.
over the
I
Wizards.
had him and put him back
I'll
out
pick him
there.
up the second week of the
Devontae
week.
Graham had 29 points, 6 assists, 6 3-pointers made.
That's
He had-
nice.
He had like 10 threes the other night.
This guy right here, a lot of people been sleeping on the Miami Heat. They're 18-6. Kendrick Nunn, undrafted rookie.
Yeah,
He's
good.
been balling. 36 points, career high, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. The Miami Heat are 18-6, and they got a nice looking squad out there in the East.
Yeah, they looking really good.
The East still soft.
Well, we can't really judge that yet, Fer. And right now, the last game that we had from last
I'm not
night.
gonna do this today.
the
I'm not gonna do it
70s no,
today,
we're
but
not.
okay.
No, we're not.
Okay.
76ers over the Nuggets, 22 points for Joel Embiid, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists.
fall of the
Man, the Nuggets been playing some good teams, taking some L's.
So this your Eastern Conference standings right here. Number 1 is the Bucks. Number 2 is the Celtics. Number 3 is the Heat. Number 4 is the 76ers. Number 5 is the Raptors.
The Bucks, baby.
They play Kawhi and them tonight. Kawhi goes back, go get his ring tonight.
Yes, sir.
Number 6 seed is the Pacers. Number 7 is the Nets. And number 8 is the Orlando Magic. And out there out west,
What are Nets at?
number 1, they number 7.
Y'all 13-10.
13-10.
Okay.
Out west, number 1 seed is the Lakers. Number 2 is the Clippers. Number 3 is the Mavericks. Number 4 is the Rockets. Number 5, the Nuggets. Number 6, the Jazz. Number 7, OKC. And number 8, the Suns. That sounds about right. That
The
sounds
Warriors
about
are
right.
5-20. Man, from the top to the bottom.
Power
It's
rankings.
amazing.
Number 1, Milwaukee Bucks. Number 2, the Lakers. Number 3, the Celtics. Number 4, the Clippers. Number 5, the Mavericks. Number 6, the Heat. Number 7, the Raptors. Number 8, the Nuggets. Number 9, the Rockets. And number 10, the 76ers. So that's just your power rankings regardless of conference. Y'all got anything y'all want to say on NBA,
Yep,
man?
I want to say since the last time we was here, the Lakers beat the Jazz, the Blazers on the road, and the Timberwolves at home in the 3-game
Yes, they did.
stretch. LeBron averaged 28 points, 11
Bron,
assists, and 5 rebounds.
Bron.
And AD averaged 38 points, 3 assists, and 7
AD.
rebounds.
AD had 51 of them games, huh?
Last game against
Yeah.
Timberwolves.
And right now they beating the Magic 51-41 on the road.
And the Lakers, that's their first time winning 10 straight home games since 2000.
yeah, and they 10-0 on the road too.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
11-0.
11-0
They're
on
going
the
for
road.
12 tonight. They got a 5-game road trip coming out, so
Let's go Lakers, baby. We back.
get on.
These are your points leaders.
Get on.
I'm going to just read out the top 5 for our audio audience. Everybody else, you can see it on television right now. Number 1, James Harden, like it's been the whole season. At
No,
38
read
points a
all
game.
top 10 because my boy in there. Don't disrespect my boy.
Oh, I forgot. I didn't even see him right there. I'll just say.
Oh, we
number
score.
Number 2, Greek Freak. Number 3, Luka Doncic. Number 4, Trey Young. Number 5,
do
Bradley
everything.
Beal. Number 6, Anthony
Anthony,
Davis.
we have 2 of them in the top 10.
Number 7, Damian Lillard.
The
Number
only
8,
team with it.
Who
Karl
else have
Anthony
2 in the top
Towns.
10?
Because we back.
Number 9, LeBron James, and number 10, Devin Booker. That's your points leaders. Your assist leaders, number 1, LeBron James. Number 2, Ricky
the Lakers.
Rubio.
Purple and gold, baby.
Number 3, Luka Doncic. Number 4, Ben Simmons. And
Luka.
number 5, Trey Young. Number 6, who Waylon was just talking about, Devontae Graham. He made it
That's
up there,
DG. That's
you know,
DG.
doing his
That's
thing.
DG.
And rebounds per game, Andre Drummond. He's just going to run away with this. He's always at the top. Number 1 in
Yeah,
rebounds.
because they missed so many shots.
What else do he?
Number
What else
2.
did he do?
Number 2, Clint Capella. Number 3, Rudy
Don't shoot
Gobert.
free throws.
Number 4, Sabonis, DeMattis, and number 5, Greek Freak.
Ooh.
So there we go. That's basketball unless anybody has anything else that they want to add.
LeBron the greatest. That's it. We can move on.
Every time we talk basketball.
Every time.
nobody
Y'all
just
gonna hear it
fucking
every
don't talk
Wednesday.
nothing
Every
else.
Wednesday at about 7:30. Y'all gonna hear this?
Oh, man. Where we going next, fellas?
UFC, man. We got a big card coming up. Huge. Maybe one of the biggest ever.
Okay.
UFC 245.
All right.
Let me run down the card real quick. You got Peter Yan versus Uriah Faber to start off the main card.
Yeah.
Marlon Moraes versus Jose Aldo followed. And then the title fight start.
This is a major
Three
card. This
fights.
is the biggest fight in the UFC history.
3 fights.
On the card.
Amanda Nunes versus Jermaine Durandamy, part 2. That's gonna be a
Amanda,
rematch, so
that's
that's
part 2.
gonna start it off pretty nicely.
Yeah.
Max Holloway versus Alexander Volkanovski.
That's going down.
That's a big featherweight, so that's 2 sluggers too, so that's gonna be pretty nice. And
Yes.
to hit it off is Kamaru Usman versus Colby Covington.
Yes.
You got
and,
both of them are 15-1, so
Let's go Usman.
I don't know.
Usman.
I don't know
I'm
yet.
going Usman.
I'll go Covington, Volkanovski, Nunes, Aldo, and Uriah.
Okay, I'm gonna take Uriah.
I mean,
I'll do Aldo. I'll do Usman, and Nunez.
yeah, you got to take Nunez, man. That's just.
And I don't know. It's a toss up for the other one. It's a toss up.
Between Max and.
So it's a lot of good fights going to be on the
It's
card.
gonna be one of the greatest cards
Max.
ever, actually.
I really like Max,
I understand that.
but
Yeah, it's gonna be something to actually.
yeah, this is a major
watch,
card.
man.
This is
Yeah.
a major card.
Huge.
So tune in Saturday,
December 14th.
UFC 245, December 14th.
One of the biggest cards you could witness. If you're not a fan, if you pay attention, you might become a fan. 'Cause it's gonna
3
be that
title
good.
fights.
Okay.
It'll be that good.
I don't know whenever you're gonna see 3 title fights
No.
again.
No.
It's gonna be a while.
Yeah, I agree.
And the boxing. I know we got some boxing too.
Moving on to boxing, we got Terrance "Bud" Crawford versus Agidius Kavalauskas,
The Mean
also
Machine.
known as the Mean Machine.
The Mean Machine.
The Mean
Terrance
Machine.
Crawford. I like some Terrance
And
Crawford.
Terrance Crawford mama said, what, Waylon?
When she tell them to put him on the mat, they going on the mat.
It's time to go on the mat. Terrance Crawford, one of
Watch.
the best fighters they have right now, pound for pound.
You'll like him.
I like
He's
Terrance
a
Crawford.
title champion, and he has a heart of steel. I watch him on ESPN in his interview, and he said he have a surprise for us. He said we need to tune in, so I'm looking forward to that also.
Nah, he better not upset me. I already don't like boxing. So
Nah,
if you got a surprise, you need to surprise me.
no.
Crawford always
he
has a good
gonna-
fight. I
listen.
done watched every the last maybe 4 Crawford
Okay,
fights.
all right.
Yeah,
good fights.
he's very, very entertaining.
I don't like boxing.
He's very
so I'm,
entertaining. He doesn't have boring
watch
fights
Crawford.
at
He
all.
ain't scared to mix it up. He ain't scared to mix
And-
it
I
up.
don't
look,
know about this other guy, the green machine.
he was-
What's
Yeah, I don't know. the lean machine. The lean.
Oh, Lehman. No.
Kavalapaluk.
I watch a couple of his fights.
What's his name,
online.
Reg?
Agidius Kavalauskas. I watch a couple of his fights online, and they call him the Mean Machine for a reason because he's a brawler. And he'll get in there and he'll just box it out with you till one of them
I
get
wanna
knocked
know
out.
what's their weight
But this is the
class.
thing, he can come like that. But Crawford will do that with you. But Crawford also he have great skill set, and he'll tag you here and there when you're not looking and knock you out. So we're looking forward to that also.
He
So
100,
Saturday,
134 pounds.
Saturday is gonna be major in the
134,
sports
I thought it
world.
was like
Tune in
135.
Saturday to the boxing match.
Let's go Crawford. I like Crawford.
35
Yeah, I like
total
Crawford, too.
fights, 35 wins, 26 knockouts. That's
Crawford big time.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Knocking everybody out.
Where we taking it now, fellas?
Look like we done about caught up. So we got high school, man. The high school, pretty much some of it in last week. They got the semifinals for the public schools, and for the divisions, all the championships was last week. So even with what we got going on in the area of in the class with 5A, they down to the number 1 Acadiana Rams. Took on the number 5 Zachary team in Lafayette, and Acadiana took it 21-14. Big time game because that matchup usually meet down the stretch anyway because those are a couple good teams in 5A. But the Rams gonna take on Destrehan, the number 7 team, on Saturday. It's 7 o'clock.
Good luck,
number
Rams.
1 and number 7.
Shout out to
so he must have had to
the
upset somebody, I
Acadiana
think.
Wrecking Rams.
Good luck, Rams.
Representing
I'm sure there's gonna be a
Acadiana.
caravan going down I-10 to the dome this
Bring
weekend.
that title back to Louisiana,
I wish I could
Lafayette,
go, man. I'd like to go.
Louisiana.
Just a quick recap in 4A, where most of our teams, Bro Bridge, Karen Crow, and all them was at. That Warren Eastern team that beat Karen Crow, they gonna be taking on Edna Carr. They beat the number 1 Lakeshore in 4A, and Edna Carr took on Neville and beat Neville, the number 2 team. So Edna Carr, Warren Eastern playing Saturday at 3:30. 3A,
That's gonna be a
3A
game.
local team Jennings, the number 23 seed. They
Playing
Yep,
the number 1.
They beat the number 6 seed, McDonald 35, 21-20. And they going to be playing the number 1 seed, St. James.
Ooh, now if they win and they number 23, that's gonna be the biggest
They gonna be
upset.
playing
Jennings was
St.
9 and
James.
5. They
Well,
were
you
9
got
and 5.
you got to watch them rankings when you're playing a bunch of good teams. Because just like that Warren Eastern team in 4A, they was number 20. They upset Karen Crow.
Well, Como was ranked
They playing-
23 and went beat a number 6 team too also. So
Well, yeah,
That
that's
number
what I'm
don't
saying.
mean nothing.
But
Go out there.
it really doesn't.
One game at a
Well,
time.
it really
Yep.
doesn't.
One
And
game
they
at a
play
time.
Friday.
Yep, that's going to be Friday at 7
Let's go,
o'clock.
Jennings. Let's go,
Then,
man.
Let's
2A
go, Jennings. Bring it back to Jennings, Louisiana.
2A come down to number 1 Faraday versus number 2 Manny. That's Friday at 3:30. 1A, they got 4A number 4 Oak Grove playing number 3 White Castle. And then the divisions from last week. Number 1 in the area, STM won big over number 2 seed.
Shout out to the Cougars.
De La
Congratulations, St. Thomas More.
So they beat De La Salle
Congratulations.
58-10. You had a graphic in that? That's
Yep.
it right there.
In the
Congratulations,
That was a beatdown,
STM
man.
Cougars.
58-10 STM over De La Salle.
State champions.
A couple other notable games in that Division 5 in the big division. They had Archbishop Rummel. They won 14-10 over Catholic Baton Rouge. And then local team LCA, number 1 in their division, won big over the number 3 seed St. Charles, 41-14.
For the championship.
That was for the championship.
So they won it back to back.
They won it back to back.
Shout out to LCA.
LCA.
Wow,
they
that's
good.
nice.
That St. Charles
That's
team
nice.
beat that New Iberia Catholic New Iberia team that put out that Notre Dame team. So
Okay.
shout out to them, and that's what we got wrapping up in
And speaking of
high
Jennings,
So
man,
this is the last week of high school football.
yeah, this
Yep.
is
Last
it.
weekend.
Yep.
And
And it's going
speaking
down in New
of
Orleans.
Jennings High, that's Travis ATN former high school.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we
Shout
showed
out
him some
Clemson.
love last week. Shout out, man.
Shout out Clemson.
Travis
You
ATN.
preparing
Might
for,
be at the game. You never know.
Yeah, he might be because they don't play for a couple more weeks.
Oh, that's true.
Exactly.
They don't play till the 28th.
So he might be to the game. I'm pretty sure he's gonna go to the game.
That'd be something. That's
Okay,
cool.
we're going to talk about these baseball contracts real quick, Mr. Whalen.
Well, I mean, it's just a bunch going on with free agency. I mean, we had the big contract
Offseason.
what everybody want to know about. Outside of Steven Strasburg, the Yankees been recruiting hard. Steven Strasburg took a big deal, 7 years, $245 million contract.
Yeah.
And a day later,
That was the biggest at the time.
one day later, the Yankees come back
Garrett
and broke
Cole.
the bank, baby.
9 years, 324 million.
$324 million. Now it was us, it was the Dodgers, and they had another team in play. And
Man,
it came
what?
out today. The Dodgers offered him right before we did 8 years, $300 million even.
Do you know that Stanton?
That was the Dodgers.
Do you know that Stanton and Garrett Cole, their contracts is worth more than the whole Baltimore Orioles roster?
Yeah, and a lot of football teams.
Did you know that Garrett Cole's contract is $1 million more than the Angels Stadium? $1 million more than the Angels the stadium.
Man, that's
like
ridiculous,
that's crazy.
man.
And then he's set to
And-
get
and-
like almost $1 million
Son,
a
I'm
game
sorry.
now.
And
I'm
what-
sorry about putting you on a basketball court. I should
That's
put you on a
right.
baseball diamond.
Take him off
Oh,
of that
yeah.
basketball
He's
court, man.
he's set to get almost $1 million every time
Man,
he
a
pitches.
quarter billion.
Him,
You have a
his
quarter
kids,
billion.
Kids is
For
set,
every
man.
win,
He have
getting about
over
$1 million
a quarter
for every
million.
win.
Man.
I mean, it's crazy.
Quarter
I mean,
billion.
but let's just
And
picture,
left Houston because Houston wasn't gonna pay him that.
just picture that we got Judge on the payroll. And they making.
Well,
$100
I mean that's
million.
not no problem because the Yankees' money is so long it's ridiculous.
Well, it's just when you got- when you
and
play in baseball, you got-
baseball don't have a salary cap. So
got
if you
about-
have all the money,
But
you can
where
buy
they get
all
that
the
money from, though?
Man, you know how long they've been having baseball?
Yeah, but where?
Them stadiums.
Man, to pay
TV
a guy.
TV
Fur-
deals that they got.
it's
They have-
The Yankees got
they
their
have-
own network.
They have a lot
They
of
got their own network.
Look, they
Man,
have
you know,
they have
a lot
minor
of
league
money.
teams. They have
And
there's so
on
many
top-
different
and-
things.
And on
Understand,
top of
but,
that,
man,
and on
that's a
top of that
lot of
one
money.
contract, we got about 15 pitchers in the bullpen.
How old is the Yankees?
got a full
the
lineup
Yankees
and the
Yankees
backup.
probably what 100 years old,
Oh
close.
yeah,
to
they one of the oldest.
Oh, that's long
franchises.
breed.
So
That's
think
long
about all that money for over
Man,
100
that's a
years.
lot, man.
Well,
324
just we
million.
put
That's nothing to the
million.
Yankees. It's nothing to the
162
Yankees.
games in a season. 162 games.
The Yankees probably worth 20 billion. You know what I mean?
Garrett Cole, I'm not even mad at you, man, because after the way they played you in Game 7 with the Astros, I'd go make my
That's
$345 million too.
And let me
I ain't
put
mad
this,
at
Let
you.
me put this side note on Garrett Cole. We actually drafted Garrett Cole. We just traded him as a prospect to get some
So he
offense.
came back home.
Yeah, he been one.
Yeah,
I
when go get him
sent
back.
y'all the picture when he was 11 years
Dodgers
old.
tried to get
He
him.
became
Another
over
squad
the
tried to
Yankee
get him.
forever sign.
Yeah.
He knew he was coming home.
So shout out, man. Shout out to Strasburg
That is
and
crazy.
Cole and
I
all the
can't
motor
believe
boys.
that. I can't believe that. Overnight, this guy got 300. How many?
324?
324
million overnight.
Yeah.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
this ain't nothing new because I can tell y'all whenever.
That's the biggest contract ever, though, right?
Well, no, yeah.
No,
as of
no,
right
no,
now-
no, no,
as of
no,
right
no,
now,
no, no. Mike Trout was 406 million.
Huh?
but- Yeah, he was the pitcher. The
Okay,
motion-
yeah, they divided the
it was
pitcher.
406.
Yeah, that was the pitcher. But I mean, just look at this. Just look at this. Back in
But for the years, because they gave Trout 10 years.
Well, look at
and
this.
they gave Cole 7.
Man,
so
back
he get
what?
more on the average.
well, look, Alex Rodriguez when he went to Texas, that was a record deal back then. That was in like the early 2000s, and he made $250 million in 10 years. So it was like $20 million a year.
Yeah.
So we've been making that money in
What?
baseball.
Yeah.
He got a $250 million in the early 2000s.
Boy, I'd be shaking. My hand. Oh, Lord. What? Don't want to give me what?
Straight up.
That's over $250 million.
Overnight?
Yeah, man.
That's more than the lottery.
Yeah.
Well, moving on to other subjects, man, because we're getting close to the
He
end
hit
of the
the lottery.
podcast.
He hit it all right.
We want to say a RIP to Juice WRLD.
man.
A lot of the hip hop audience, if you listen to hip hop,
Rest in peace.
Especially the younger kids like my son, I'm sure Red's son.
Rest in
and
peace.
Just
to
made
Juice WRLD.
21, 6
just
days.
made 21.
6 days later.
I'm not going to speculate on his cause of death. People have a lot of opinions, but they saying that it's drug related. We're going to
Man,
find
the man
out
passed away. It don't even really
as
matter.
time comes down.
Because
Way too young to go.
Nobody was gonna stop him from doing what he was doing anyway. So
Way too young to go.
Yeah.
I guess the question that we had, me and Reg had wanted to just bring it up, talk on it for maybe 2 or 3 minutes. The drugs now that the kids are doing, whatnot, the lean and the opiates is an epidemic, and it seemed like something different from even when we were younger.
Well, not the lean.
Well, it's
but,
all in the
you
rap
know.
song, so it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that ain't cool to-
Just
well-
got to teach us not to be followers, and that's what I talk
yeah,
about.
you can listen to it. You don't gotta follow it
Oh,
though.
yeah, follow.
Yeah, and the thing is like you're drinking alcohol, then you're smoking, then you're taking pills behind
Yeah,
that, then you steadily.
Your body not
It's a
made
drug
to
culture.
do that, man.
And snorting cocaine.
Your body not made to do that though.
Hey, look, everybody, you know what? Everybody done had fun and did whatever they did when they was younger, but they
Yeah,
have to
of
come a
course.
point in time in your life where you realize
and
that
understand, I just can't.
you're
keep
gonna
doing
kill
it.
yourself.
You can't keep
You're gonna
doing
kill
it.
yourself, you know, and
Yeah, that's
and you could see constantly all these artists and different things happening over and over. And I mean, if you don't see it and
Yeah,
understand
it's,
it, then
it's just a cycle. I mean, it's
I
not
don't know
gonna
what
change.
else to tell you. You
Like,
know,
it's not gonna change.
It's
so.
one thing to go have your fun, be responsible with it. These are man-made chemicals you're putting into your body, and you
you're
never
a
know
human.
the reaction.
And you're a human that's not supposed to be intaking none of that.
Your body
Especially
can
all
only
at the
take
same
so much.
time.
And this guy was 21 years old. You put on your body's not even all the way strong. Where it
they
needs to be
not
mature
they not just
yet,
popping
you know?
pills either. They're abusing the pills.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like they not
Yeah,
taking
like
just
2 and
one
3
or
at a
2 of them.
time.
They taking
Yeah,
3,
yeah.
4, 5 at a time.
Then drinking
and recording
behind that.
themselves, and then snorting
They
cocaine.
need to be somewhere playing baseball.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Well, shout out to Juice WRLD. Rest in
Yeah, rest
peace.
in
Prayers
peace,
go
dog.
out to his family, friends, and
Just be responsible.
gone too young, y'all. Gone too young.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
What else we got?
I got anything?
I know they got the President's Cup going on.
Yeah, they
Everybody
do.
with the golf, we've been back for a little while, but they got Tiger Woods captaining the U.S. versus the world. The international team hadn't won since 1998, and we trying to keep it that way. So
I
shout
agree.
out Tiger Woods.
From
I have the results. Is this going to be? You saw the outing we did on the golf that day.
Uh-huh.
The scrambling and all
Yeah.
that. That's what they're doing right now.
okay, so
They
so
got
they
the
go
fun-
tomorrow to Sunday,
It started
Thursday,
today.
Sunday, today.
It
Okay,
started today. Tiger led off. And Tiger, as the captain, is responsible for making the pairings.
Okay.
Because he's a player / captain.
all right.
So he gonna be he got to set up who gonna play against Adam Scott.
Okay.
And who gonna be against Hideki Matsuyama.
Yeah.
And we got the powerhouse squad, so we actually just making our matchup so we don't waste any.
All right.
Any
Yeah,
talent.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
right now, we
Down the
came
line.
out, we want to win the first matchup, so we came out with Tiger and JT with Justin Thomas. So
Yeah.
we come out strong today. We take this first match, and that's usually the record. Usually, whoever win that first match take the gold. So
shout out
to the
Tiger,
US.
man. Yeah,
Shout
in
out
the
to
US, man. Let's
and
go
Tiger.
get it.
Come on,
Let's
man.
try to take
Big
it,
up,
man.
Again.
We was just
Yeah,
talking
man, we
to-
gotta
was just talking
represent
at your
the
house.
United
We gotta get
States.
back
Keep
out
the
there.
streets going.
Yeah.
I mean the street
Yeah.
going.
Just talking at your house. We got to get back out there.
Yeah, I think it's
Keep
past
the
time
streets,
to do
man.
that,
You
man.
hear me, huh?
Go get that golf in the streets, man.
You've been warming. You've been resting up. Make sure
Yeah,
you're
I've
ready to
been
get out
Yeah,
there. with that.
your injury done got better?
Not really, man.
You serious?
I'm
It's still
serious.
bad?
Oh yeah.
Don't be scared
I
of
think
the
it's like a
golf course.
tendon.
You serious?
Yeah, serious.
That's it, man. But that's what we got going on. In
You
the
too
golf
young
world.
to take so long.
Well,
to
I mean, when
heal.
you're trying to slap a golf thing
just
for the
need to
You
first
should
time,
try to
just-
slap it.
I know that's the problem. I learned now. I mean, it
Y'all
took,
know how we do. If
took
you
me
want
to-
more content just like this right here, y'all could have kept talking. I was gonna talk right over you.
Man, I don't know.
That's not talking overs. That was unders.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to be like a little music bed underneath.
Go
y'all
ahead.
while y'all
I got a
talk.
question for life. Real
The
quick. I wanna
Division
hear it.
Hold on.
Podcast,
Okay.
the YouTube channel. Go ahead, check us out. The Division Podcast. That's how it looks right now on our screen, or you can go to our Facebook page. But we've been getting a lot of response, a lot of likes. We appreciate it. Of the same name, The Division Podcast. Go ahead and look that up.
The division.
The Division Podcast.
Yeah.
Also, Also, don't forget to go ahead and check out our television program. This program is going to premiere on Friday, 6 p.m. on AOC 1. That's channel 15 if you have Cox Communications. If
Shout
you
out
don't,
to Division, man.
look at
Yeah,
your local
man.
listings.
We 20
Breaking
episodes
news.
in.
Breaking
Replay
news.
on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and
Wow.
Saturdays. Be sure to check us
Oh,
out.
my God.
And also, I didn't say last time, be sure to check us out on iTunes and Google Play for
Oh, my
audio, and also
That's correct.
AOC.org. You can go to their podcast network and check us out if you don't have access to any of those other venues.
You
we
can
got
find us on the web.
We got a minute, y'all.
I
What's
got
your
a question
question?
real quick.
What you got?
What's a movie y'all could practically quote line for line? The movie.
Coming to America.
Was America?
Yeah.
Harlem Nights.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
That too. Yep.
I picked mine was Money Talks.
Money
I
talks.
can't get over that, man.
I
Yeah,
tell
that
you
was a
what,
good one.
Oh, I can't
That
get
was a
over
good
that.
one.
Shout out to all the viewers up north.
All
We
the
got some
viewers,
fantasy
man.
stuff going on. Shout out to the winner circle, everybody participating.
Yeah, got big fantasy week coming up.
Strong in
Quarterfinals,
there,
man.
baby.
Yeah, I'm trying to hold
Strong
on.
in there. Me
So
and
it's
Bert
our
trying
time,
to
I'm
make
trying to
it
hold on.
baby. You know what I mean?
It's Christmas time. Don't y'all be surprised if we drop a Christmas special on y'all because we're going to be
real
out
quick.
a couple of weeks.
Yep. It's
And,
coming.
It's coming next week. And shout out to the Cartel Music / Fast Sports 12. We have Mr. Whalen and Booby
Let's go to work, baby.
playing in the Division 1, and then we have myself and Jew playing in Division 2.
Fantasy football
Final
is
four,
cracking.
Final four
Playoffs
before the
is on and
championship in
running.
my
Cracking,
league.
baby.
Big money, baby, big money.
Good time of year right here.
So on behalf of me, I'm your moderator, Ryan G.
It's fair.
I'm Mr. Taylor.
And I'm Reggie F. Baby.
And we'll see y'all next week, man. Holla.
Peace.
Peace.